at Smith Rock State Park. It is 32 degrees. It is not the sunny day I was expecting, but that's okay. Smith Rock is a beautiful place to come hiking, but I try to come out here early in the morning because it's so popular, it gets really busy. But I'm out here today specifically for getting some elevation on my Alright, here I am at the top of Misery Ridge. Usually you can see the monkey's face, and most days you get a big view of like Redmond and Terrebonne, but not today. Well, at least not yet. The plan today is to go down the backside here, do a 7-mile loop around the bottom, and then come back up the backside. And hopefully by then the fog is lifted, because I would love to show you the amazing view from up here. So one thing I wanted to do today, and it's great that there's no one around because I always feel so weird doing this, but I do want to throw it out there that I am going to be going back to the Pacific Crest Trail to try it again after 10 years. 10 years ago, I hiked from Camp O to South Lake and fractured my foot. So I'm gonna try it again this year. I am gonna take some videos. I do like this camera in camera because people talk to the cameras and that's fine. But honestly, I want to see the views, you know? And I don't want my big fat head to, you know, be in the way of a beautiful vista. So I feel like this camera in camera, or whatever they call it, works really well because then my head isn't blocking everything. Not that anyone's gonna watch these except for my husband and my mom and dad and my sister and maybe 3 friends, but whatever. Alright, so I'm off the backside of Misery Ridge. I'm up here, and the plan is, my car is over here, but the plan is to go all the way down and around this way, across where I started going up Misery Ridge, out over here, up the Burma Road, which is a nice long steady uphill, over the backside, down the switchbacks, and all the way back around to here, which is about 7 miles. Then I'm gonna come back up, go up the switchbacks up Misery Ridge, and then back down the way I came to my car. And that should get me pretty good elevation for the day, I think. Oh, these guys are so cute. Look at these two. Way up there on the top of their rock. They're having a good morning. Yeah. Might have just missed it, but there was some goose drama happening. You see, this goose is on top of his rock. And this other goose was trying to, there he is, was trying to get to the top of the rock. But the top goose on the rock is not having it. So Smith Rock isn't just beautiful for hiking, it's a really popular rock climbing place. And yeah, there's no one out here yet, but I bet later today these will just be covered in people. Well, I've made my way around half of the loop, well actually more like a quarter of the loop, to the start again where I went over Misery Ridge the first time. And now I'm heading towards Burma Road. This part of the trail I absolutely love. I love the layering of the rocks with the trees, and then the willows that are about to pop, and then the grass, and then the river. Just beautiful. And then if you look closely, you can see where the eagle's nest is or was. I'm not sure if there is a nest there this year. It looks like maybe something up there. But yeah, just hands down one of the most beautiful places in Central Oregon. Alright, here I am over here, just at the base of Burma Road, where I'm going to take that up. And you can see that right here, but way out there you can see that trail going up with the switchbacks up into the fog. That's the Misery Ridge Trail that I started out with this morning. It's funny, every time I walk up this road, I'm reminded of when I hiked up here on a training hike with the Redmond Hotshot crew. All 20 of us in a long line with our fire packs and chainsaws and tools and all the things. And our green pants, our yellow shirts. In a weird way, it was really fun. And I don't know how this happened, but that was like 19 years ago. Here we are, coming to the top of Burma Road. Whew, that was a climb. Now coming out of the fog, you can just start to see Gray Butte. That's a hike for another day. So I'm heading down the backside now. And I can't get over like how fun and interesting and beautiful this fog layer is. It keeps coming in and kind of going out, and now you can really see Gray Butte. I think if I zoom in, you'll be able to see the towers at the top. As I sat up there having my snack before coming down this backside of Burma Road, I was reflecting on how lucky I am, and it has not escaped me. I know I am extremely, extremely fortunate to have the opportunity to be able to, you know, not just go to the PCT, but go back to the PCT this summer. But I understand how lucky I am. I am so lucky that I have an amazing husband. Quite understand my craziness. Wants me to realize my lifelong dreams. And I'm super lucky to have supportive parents who, to be fair, I'm pretty sure I inherited some of my craziness from. And supportive friends that are going to come out and visit me, you know, along the trail. Some of them are going to hike with me. Just super, super fortunate that I'm able to take this time in my life and go out there and do this. So I'm not sure, but I think that right there might be one of the golden eagles from the nest. Gorgeous golden eagles are so huge. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. Oh, amazing. What an absolute treat. Just amazing. Oh my gosh. I just absolutely love these guys. And we're following the summit trail. I would like to go to the viewpoint, but the weather looks like it might turn to rain. It's not supposed to, but I do still want to get over Misery Ridge for the second time today. Big thanks to the private landowner that lets us walk through their property so we can do this loop trail. Alright, I'm almost back around to the back side of Misery Ridge. You can see that we definitely, well, it's still pretty cloudy, but you can see Monkey's Face up there. And see if I can get us zoomed in here. You can see that trail going up there. And that's where I'll be going. And it goes up on Monkey's Face. Maybe we'll see some people climbing it when we get closer. Here I am at the base of Monkey's Face, looking up. Yeah, that looks just terrifying. Almost up to the top of Misery Ridge for the second time. Just a couple more switchbacks and there's the top. Here we are at the top. Looks like the fog has mostly gone. I was kind of thinking it would burn off and have blue skies and sunshine, but at least now you can see the view and you can see Monkey's Face, and that thing down there is called the mouth, and climbers will actually sit in there and you can kind of talk back and forth with them. Doesn't look like there's anybody there today. You can see some carabiners and stuff in there. This is the Misery Ridge Trail along the top of Misery Ridge. There's a view of the other part of Smith Rock with the Crooked River. Zoom in, you can see a trail down there. And I walked around that earlier this morning after my first time around, up and over Misery Ridge. Heading back across the bridge, and then be going up the trail to the top over there where my car's parked. Thanks Smith Rock for a beautiful hike, but now that the crowds are here, it's time for me to go.